Ramaram. I am a Vastu and astrology consultant and researcher and trainer from Hyderabad. I started this Vastu consultation 25 years ago while doing my pharma job in big company like Dr. Reddy's and Sai Life Sciences. Last 10 years I am full-time Vastu consultant and researcher. Now last 4 years I am training to the people who want to know the Vastu. Why exactly we need the training? Vastu is a big science, but what Indians are feeling that our home science, okay, we know everything. If you know exactly what is the science behind the Vastu, then only they know exactly what is the science of Vastu. I want to teach 4 sectors of the people. First sector is architects, second is civil engineers and builders and building planners and interior designers. There are the 4 to 5 sectors of the people, main pillars to design any building, residential, commercial or corporate offices. If they know exactly what is the science of Vastu, they design building very nicely without any problems, then we stay very happily. Vastu means balancing of 5 elements. తెలుగులో ఏమంటారంటే పంచభూతాలను సమతుల్యత సాధించడం. పంచభూతాలను ఎలా అంటే మనము నేచర్లో ఉంటాం. నేచర్లో ఉన్న పంచభూతాలని మన ఇంటిలో ఉన్న పంచభూతాల మధ్యన సమతుల్యత సాధించినప్పుడు మన ఇంట్లో ఎలాంటి సమస్యలు రావు. వాస్తు మీన్స్ బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ harmony between nature and human being. Human being stays at home and the home in the part of nature. If nature is very correct, everything is balanced by 5 elements. Similarly, we need to balance 5 elements in our building. When you balance in the 5 elements in our building, we don't face any issues. Then all architects, they are expert in their science. Interior designers, they are expert in their science. Civil engineers, they are expert in their science. But they should know that very in-depth science of Vastu. That is only the main reason I started my institute. My institute name is Veeramaneni Institute of Vastu Sciences. It's an Indian traditional architecture. Institute for Indian traditional architecture. This institute registered in Government of India as a trademark registration, as a name registration. Then I started giving training. So far I trained more than 96 people from the different sectors, including Vastu practitioners, architects, interior designers, civil engineers, planners. Some of the doctors also learn the Vastu, some of the advocates learn the Vastu, some IT people, IT professionals learn the Vastu to use for their business. Why? Vastu is not same for the residents, Vastu is not same for the commercial, it is not same for the corporate. Similarly, Vastu can apply world anywhere in any country. Anywhere you go in any country, Vastu applied with all the countries, but approach little bit different, but everybody aim harmony between the family, home, and harmony between the nature and home, and happy life. That is the main reason to follow Vastu. This time, last 1 month back, I visited Art of Living Center in the Bangalore, invited by Sri Ravi Shankar Guruji for giving lecture in international conference on Vastu, where I saw many people from different parts of India and different parts of world. They participated in the conference. Then I realized that it has to go to the worldwide, our science of Vastu, in depth and micro level, where I interested to start teaching the Vastu 4 years ago, but I want to bring this Vastu to other countries. Like we need a Ayurveda, which is a big science in our Indian ancient science. Ayurveda for our body, like yoga is for our mind, peace of mind. The Ayurveda worldwide is following now. Yoga worldwide is following. Ayurveda for body, yoga for mind. Similarly, Vastu for the living, Vastu for the building. These 3 sciences is a must for everyone wherever you go in the worldwide. Again I am repeating, Ayurveda for body, health, yoga for the mind and peace, and Vastu for our happy living. These three sciences are very important in universe. So two sciences already in the worldwide is famous now, yoga and Ayurveda. And Vastu also famous, but now from Indian perspective or from India, we need to work with different countries to understand what is the exactly principle of Vastu. In this contest, this batch consists of 3 different continental people with me. They are architects by profession, they are interior designers, they practice, they joined with us. I am very happy to teach them last 3 days. Then I would like to I would like to ask them to their opinion, how they are feeling, why they came here, what is there in mind about Vastu before and after, now what is their thinking about Vastu.
Okay, so I'm an architect. I studied architecture in Switzerland and now I'm working in Latin America. And I believe a lot in Vastu. I think that Vastu has been neglected for many years and is a tool that you can use very well to improve your life. So I'm very grateful to Dr. Veeramaneni for teaching us this important knowledge.
I'm from Russia, from Siberia. I'm a designer. A few years already I'm using this knowledge, and it gives really, really good results for me and for my clients. And I like to use it, and I study from Dr. Veeramaneni. He really gives very deep knowledge, and I would like to use it in every my projects. So Russian people also very interested in Vastu science. So I hope it will also very helpful for happiness of Russian people. And I wish you, Dr. Veeramaneni, to be more lucky, more healthy, more famous, and to have more big practice for his students and for his clients. I wish you all the best.
My name is Mariana. I'm from Brazil. I've been practicing meditation and yoga and following Ayurveda for some time, about 10 years. And I'm an architect, so it was natural for me to think that there must be some structure of organizing spaces so that we can have the same benefits that yoga and meditation do for the mind and body, so that we can do it for our homes. And I've been trying to find a teacher that I could really trust for like 5 years. And I came for this Vastu conference in the Art of Living Center in Bangalore. I'm an Art of Living teacher there in my country. So we get along, and that's why I'm here. And I'm really grateful I'm here.